What's up, everybody? Dog985. There's levels to this. I got a quick question that I want to answer for you guys out there. I see a few people asking this question, and I don't know if it's console warriors trying to ask this question, but just in case it's a genuine question, I want to try to answer to the best of my abilities. Okay, should I pick up an Xbox, ROG Xbox Ally X over the regular Ally X, over the ROG Ally, over the Lenovo Legion Go? Okay, here's the answer to this. Okay, these devices, or even the Steam Deck. Okay, the Steam Deck, the ROG Ally, the ROG Xbox Ally, the Lenovo Legion Go, the Lenovo Legion Go S. Okay, the Ion Neo. These devices are all, every single one of them is a handheld PC. Okay, which means that the beautiful thing about the PC world that I'm learning is that your hardware that you pick and you choose is completely up to you, whatever fits your needs and whatever fits your budget. So, for instance, if you wanted to pick up a regular Asus ROG Ally, this is the original one with the Z1 Extreme chip. That's the one that I would recommend. I would recommend the one with the Z1 Extreme. I would not recommend the one with the other chip because it's a little bit weaker. Okay. But if you wanted to pick one of these up, you're perfectly fine. Okay. The only thing you got to know is the battery life on that sucks. Okay. You're probably going to have to play mostly plugged in. But if you just want to play for like an hour or so unplugged, this is an amazing machine. I have had so much fun with this. And you know what? When I'm typically gaming on the couch and anything like that, there's a plug nearby anyways. Okay. If you don't want to deal with that, in between both of these handhelds, there's two other handhelds. There's the ROG Ally X, which is a phenomenal device, has an 80-watt battery life in it, so it helps with the battery life situation. Okay, it's black as well, but it also has a Z2 Extreme version. I think it has a little bit more RAM, so it's just a little bit of an upgrade, but definitely worth it. I have not seen one person complain about the Ally X. Okay, if you have a little bit more money, then you can go over to the brand new ROG Xbox Ally. Okay, this right now to me is the most premium handheld that I've held in my hand. Okay, to be fair though, I don't own a Steam Deck. I have played with the Steam Deck. Shout out to my boy Isomotion Gaming who let me borrow his for a while when I was down there and visiting him. So I have played with it. It's a very comfortable machine. It does what it needs to do. But for me, this right now has been the most comfortable handheld that I've ever held in my hand, and battery life is phenomenal, which the Ally X is also going to give you that as well. The screen is phenomenal because I definitely like that screen. And if I love the Z1 Extreme chip, I am loving the Z2 Extreme chip on this thing so far. So this to me is right now what I would get if you could afford it. Do you need it? No. It's the exact same argument as somebody that has a 5090. There's somebody right now that has a 5090, and there's somebody right now that has a 3060, and they're probably both playing the same game. Um, their experience might be a little bit different, but they're probably playing the same game. Then you have other hardware like this, the Lenovo Legion Go. Okay, this is the original Lenovo Legion Go. Okay, this also has a Z1 Extreme version. It has a bigger screen. Okay, the controllers detach. So they're all different. They all do things different. There's also the MSI Claw that's out there as well, right? All these handheld PCs essentially are going to be able to play all the same games, except for, and this is a very, very important thing, the Steam Deck. There are certain games that the Steam Deck can't play. For as much as people love the Steam Deck, there's certain games that the Steam Deck can't play either because of anti-cheat or just plain power. This just doesn't have enough power, and right now the Steam Deck, in terms of power, is getting a little bit more outdated. But let's be honest, a lot of us are playing old games, not really demanding games. Like right now, I'm playing Hollow Knight. The Steam Deck is going to be able to run Hollow Knight perfectly fine. Okay. The other handheld that people want to compare is the Nintendo Switch. So I'm gonna do this right now. Okay. This is a handheld PC. Okay. The Xbox ROG Ally is a handheld PC, just in case anybody's confused, okay? But it is an Xbox, okay? This is a handheld PC as well. That is a ROG Ally, okay? The very first one, right? All right. Then we have a Lenovo Legion Go as well. As you can see, I have the Xbox app on all of them to show you that they can all do the same thing. The difference is that this one was made in partnership with Xbox. It is what it is. You can be mad about it, whatever. It doesn't matter. But they're all handheld PCs, so I don't want you to get confused as to what it is that they are. What they are not is this. They're not a G Cloud. This here is a G Cloud. A G Cloud is the same thing as a PlayStation Portal. Well, the G Cloud you could argue might be a little bit better since you could stream. It does the same thing that the PlayStation Portal can do and more because you can also stream Xbox games on here as well and GeForce Now games on here as well. This is essentially a streaming machine, and they revamped the UI and all that stuff. And yeah, the difference is you're playing on the cloud with this. That's the only thing. Now you can download games to this as well, but this is a streaming device. The PlayStation Portal is a streaming device, and the Nintendo Switch is a closed system console. Comparing a Nintendo Switch, a PlayStation Portal, or a G Cloud to a handheld PC does not make sense. Do not compare them. Okay. These are going to be more expensive because they do more. It's just the nature of the beast. They're PCs. They're going to do more, and that's okay. But if you don't need it to do more, and you're okay with just streaming games, by all means, stream your games. This does remote play, all that other stuff. I think the G Cloud is like $200. Same thing with the PlayStation Portal. If you're a PlayStation fan, the PlayStation Portal might be the only thing you need. If you're mostly going to be at home and your Wi-Fi and you got good Wi-Fi, you're not sharing Wi-Fi with other people. You're not live in a neighborhood where everybody's using the same Wi-Fi network, and during peak hours, like the network drops and stuff. I mean, then go ahead and go that route. If you want something where you're playing the games natively, where the most of the games that you're playing is natively, then yeah, the handheld PCs are gonna be the way to go. And if you're a Nintendo fan, then obviously that's the way you need to go. You need to go the Nintendo route if you like a lot, mostly the Nintendo games, okay? But when it comes to choosing which handheld PC is best for you, you have to look at the same way every PC gamer figures out what kind of PC they want to build and all that other stuff, or if they're going to buy a pre-build, which apparently is blasphemy, but I bought a pre-build. You got to look at price to performance that you're willing to pay for, okay? Um, believe it or not, PC gamers also look at what the parts actually look like, right? The PC gamers actually like their gaming PCs to be personalized as well. Okay, so what kind of PC do you want? Do you want something with a bigger screen? Do you mind if it's huge and bulky, or do you mind if it doesn't look, if it looks crazy, looks like it's got bunny ears? Do you want it to look a lot more sleek, right? So something like this, where I mean, it looks a little bit bigger right now with the case, but if I take the case off, right, look at that. I mean, that's a nice looking device, if I say so myself, right? But it all depends. It all depends what you want, what you're gonna feel comfortable with. Ergonomics matter a lot. This may look nice, but I'm telling you right now, I've had this for since it came out, and after a while playing, your hands do cramp, right? Whereas for this thing, for this has been the most comfortable handheld, okay, that I've played. Then you got stuff like the Lenovo Legion Go as well, which has the grips and all that other stuff, right? This feels pretty comfortable, but let's say you don't want to hold it in your hand like that, right? You can go ahead and take the grips off, right? So what functions do you need from your handheld? What functions do you need from your handheld? Do you want the functions like this? Because this is also a possibility, right? You got the track. Do you want a trackpad on your handheld or not, right? All this stuff matters, and that's the beautiful thing about these handheld PCs is that they're all going to be different. They're all going to cater to a different, person, a different consumer, and you can't really go wrong. If someone told me I'm buying an original Lenovo Legion Go because it's got a bigger screen, it's got higher resolution. This is a 1200p screen versus a 1080p screen, right? And I want it to be able to detach. By all means, go ahead, go for it, right? If somebody says I want to buy the original Asus ROG Ally because I'm not going to play that much, I'm playing mostly like small indie games, so battery life to me is not that big of a deal, by all means, go ahead. And if you want to say like, nope, I want the latest and greatest top of the line right now, okay, then you go ahead and get you this bad boy, right? And that's again with the handheld PCs. If you want to say you're a console gamer at its core, so you don't want to play on PC, period, because essentially once you get these, you are playing on PC. Don't get it twisted. Even if you're using the Xbox app, you're still playing on a PC. The Xbox allows you to do that, okay? But if you're like strictly just console, my man, if you're going to use this to do remote play, you might as well just get you something like this. If that's what you're, if that's the only thing you care about. The reason I have gone with the PC handhelds is because it gives me the most freedom. So I put a video today of what it's like day 3 with this thing, and I mentioned how my youngest son today asked me to play if he could use it, and I told him yes, and I said go ahead, try out whatever game you want, and he said he wanted to try out Madden. Now, here's the deal: I don't have Madden downloaded on this. I don't know why it's not focusing. Okay, there you go. I don't have Madden downloaded on this. So what did he do? He went to the cloud and played it on the cloud. But again, that's an option that you have with this. Now, if he knew he definitely wanted to keep playing Madden, I downloaded it for him so he could get the best experience playing Madden. Whereas if all we had was a G Cloud, he could only stream it. Right? That's the biggest difference. So I hope that really helps. I don't think this video needs to be longer than 10 minutes to explain which handheld PC is best for you. Like, that's the beautiful thing about PC. If you come over to the PC side, is that hardware that you pick is literally based on you, and nobody out there, there's not a 5090 owner that's making fun of somebody with a 4090. If they are, they're a loser. Like, no, that doesn't happen over on this side. The console wars is for consoles, right? A PlayStation fan making fun of an Xbox fan, or Xbox fan making fun of a PlayStation fan. That's something that happens on the console side. On the PC side, that doesn't happen. Doc Dog 1985, there's levels to this. We out. Peace. I have seen people try to start the AMD versus Nvidia war, but I don't think that's real. I haven't seen nobody really care that I have an AMD card. We out. Peace.